You don't overthink because your brain is overactive. You overthink because for years, your mind was the only place that felt safe. You learn to live in your head to analyze, predict, control, because that's how you survived. But now you're trapped there. And no one ever taught you how to come back home to yourself. I know because I lived there too. I even got an Ivy League PhD. I became a professor, mastering my mind because it was the only place that was safe when my truth and my emotions were not welcome. In this video, I'll show you what's really behind your overthinking and how you can move your energy from your head down into your body, your heart, and your truth so that you can stop overanalyzing your life and start living it. It is my hope that by the end of this video, you'll finally understand what's hiding behind your overthinking and you'll feel calm, confident, and connected to yourself again. The real cause of overthinking is not that you have too many thoughts. It's that you don't feel safe in your body. When your heart and nervous system don't feel safe, your mind steps in to protect you by overanalyzing, controlling, predicting, and spinning out of control. What from the outside might look like thinking too much, it's actually your nervous system trying to keep you from pain. For instance, and we've all been there, you replay conversations a million times in your head, thinking about what you could have said. Or you predict future worst case scenarios that spike your cortisol and put your system in fight or flight. Or you obsess over events of the past and choices you could have made. And what you're actually trying to do is to mask the pain of uncertainty and the shame of possibly having done or said something wrong. Trust me, I know because I used to replay conversations in my head with people I was trying to impress, a potential boyfriend, a boss, colleagues. I even developed chronic migraines for all that tension in my head. But the truth is that I wasn't thinking, I was trying to control. I thought that if I could analyze every single detail, then I would be perfect enough to be safe. Overthinkers, like I was, aren't just obsessing over words, conversations, or events. They're actively over managing themselves so that they could be better, behave better, or speak better according to some abstract standard of perfection. They're playing God in a way. And this isn't just addiction to overthinking, this is addiction to over controlling oneself and repressing one's own life force energy in order to be liked and accepted. I had to realize that more mind drama was not going to fix my overthinking. I didn't need more affirmations or I didn't need to learn how to calm myself down. I need to learn how to bring the energy from my head into my body, my heart, and my truth. And finally, develop the self-trust to feel safe being myself. And when I began to feel safe in my body, I realized that peace doesn't come from thinking more. It comes from trusting more. Disconnection from oneself is the root cause of overthinking. And control is the coping mechanism. What makes overthinking so addictive is that it gives you the illusion of control. It's like your mind is saying, if I can just think this through, I'll be safe. But control is a trauma response. It keeps you from actually feeling what's going on inside of you, and feeling is the only way to heal. Your ego would rather feel anxious than powerless, and that's why it chooses to loop instead of facing the truth. A good starting point for you is anytime you catch your thoughts trying to control an outcome, just call it out. Just say, this is my control strategy. That's how you pattern interrupt and start breaking the cycle of addiction to overthinking. Ultimately, the fastest way to get out of your head is to commit to truth. Tell the truth, first and foremost, to yourself. Say what you really want, feel, or fear. Speak it out loud. Write it down. Because when truth enters the space, your overthinking loop collapses. Truth can't be debated, it can't be controlled. Truth just is. Admitting your truth to yourself is the first step in reestablishing self-trust, which is the first key to stop overthinking. Truth is not perfect. Truth is messy. Truth is nuanced. Truth is confusing. Well, truth is human, but it's the perfect antidote to overthinking because, well, it's true. When you act in integrity with your values and who you truly are, you start living with dignity. You demand more of yourself. You raise the bar for your behavior. You set higher standards. For instance, if you catch yourself obsessing, like compulsively obsessing over a conversation you had yesterday, try to stop yourself and ask, how do I really feel about what I said yesterday? And then, how do I really feel about what they said yesterday? Is there something I could have done better? Am I proud of how I showed up, even if it wasn't perfect? Did I act in alignment with my values? Or was I trying to perform, please, lash out? Was I out of integrity at any point? These are the questions that you need to ask yourself. Once truth is spoken, no matter how painful it is, the nervous system settles. Once truth is spoken, the mind settles. Your job is to practice micro truths daily. Every time you tell the truth, even just to yourself, you change your vibrational state and your thoughts quiet down naturally. Overthinking is not a flaw, it's just a symptom of a system that's trying to keep you safe. But safety built on control is just a cage. When you choose truth instead, peace is not something you chase by trying to control past or future outcomes. Peace is something that you become. If this resonated, you'll find more conversations like this on my channel, all about living with clarity, integrity, and truth. And if you're ready to dig deeper into this work, download my free guide to become your best and truest self. The link is below. And remember, truth always sets you free. So live in truth, become yourself. I'm Dr. Claudia, and this is the art of becoming your best self.